welcome to I Hate Carson City. My name is Levi Thomas. I hate card games. Welcome in for the final installment of our Modern Meme series. Today we're here with Dat Boi. Many of you probably saw this coming. However, what you may not have seen coming was the fact that we're not running a Gitrog monster deck. We're running Tree of Perdition and Turn to Frog as our Dat Boi combo. So basically what this deck does is you stick a Tree of Perdition, you activate its ability and then turn it to Frog, and then your opponent's life total goes down to 1, and then from that point we have a few ways to kind of get that last point of damage. We have Vapor Snags, which you can cast at instant speed, Gut Shot, instant speed, Sign in Blood on your opponent's face, Clutch of the Undercity at instant speed, Prodigal Sorcerer, the hippest 3-drop in all of Magic, and then also a couple copies of Piranha Marsh just to punch that last bit of damage through. The rest of the deck is pretty much just some counter spells and disruption to hopefully get us to the combo. Now I have to give a shout out to the I Hate Card Games community. This was actually a community built deck. I had a Twitch stream a week or so ago and we put this monstrosity together. As for the sideboard, we have very simple blue-black stuff, a Counter Squall, Spellskite, Dismember. The languishes are supposed to be Damnations. There's also supposed to be 2 Hurkyl's Recalls in here, but after doing test decking with just the main deck, I honestly don't think we're going to beat any creature-based strategy, even with the extra sideboard cards. So best case scenario, we catch them off guard with Dat Boi, and they say, oh shit, what up? Worst case scenario, I actually spent precious tickets on these Tree of Perditions. Anyways, let's get to the games. Alright, so we're playing against Red-Green Zoo. Forgive me, Harambe. I think by far one of the biggest mistakes we made with this deck was not adding any sort of backup plan. Oh, Lord. Well, I mentioned this was going to be quick, and he got the turn 3 kill. I accidentally sideboarded in 2 extra cards, but I honestly don't think it matters. Okay, so ideally he doesn't have a path for this tree, and then we're actually in decent shape. And worst case scenario realized. I honestly think the Prodigal Sorcerer art is my favorite art of any Magic card. It's so simple. Also, coincidentally, Prodigal Sorcerer is a really good band name. Okay, so by mistake, I accidentally tapped the Prodigal Sorcerer to do its ability, whereas I wanted to block and then tap and kill the Zergo, but fucked up. And we are playing one of the most interactive tempo-based decks in Modern, so again, this should probably be fast. Our opponent is trying out some new tech with Bedlam Reveler. So we're stuck on 2 lands. Feels not good, man. I'm just gonna shoot myself in the gut here. So the other night, for the first time in like, I don't know how many years, I had a nightmare. So if there's any people that are into like dream diagnosing, like hear me out and then please let me know what this means. So the dream starts off and I enter like my old house, like the house that I grew up in, and I like walk around. It's kind of surreal feeling, and I walk downstairs and I walk into my old room, and there's like a dwarf, I guess is the term, doing a handstand, and he's like facing away from me so he doesn't see me come in. So I'm just like quietly watching him for like 10 minutes. Just doing a perfect handstand, and then after a while he like lands on his feet and he gets up, and I notice he has my face, and then he starts like chasing me. I'm naked, by the way, I forgot to mention that. I don't know why, but I was naked through the whole thing. So he's chasing me and he's like trying to flick my penis for some reason. I'm running backwards, which like it ultimately gives him like easier access to flick my penis, but that was just like seemed to be part of the rules of the dream, I guess. So this dwarf is chasing me through my old house, and he's like trying to flick my pecker. And it's also, it's that thing of like dream running where you always feel like you're running through like molasses or like deep sand. So I can't like get away from him at all. But then finally like I managed to like run upstairs and then get outside, and I open the door and it turns into my high school auditorium. And I run like naked backwards out onto the stage. And then the only people in the audience are my parents and Anna Kendrick for some reason, and they're all vaping as well, and I don't know why. So they just sit there and toke up while this like relentless LP tries to flick my dick with and he's using like his middle finger, which is even scarier because you can always flick like twice as hard with your middle finger as opposed to your index finger. And then also like Anna and my parents are like dressed to the nines for like they came to see an opera, and like I'm pretty sure Anna had one of those like like those binocular opera glass things and like a pair of white gloves. And so then finally I trip over a cord or something, and then the little guy catches up with me, and right as he's about to flick me, I wake up in a cold sweat. So if anyone can tell me what that means, please let me know. And we lost again. So we're back with the deck. Pretty much it did exactly what I thought it was going to after doing practice testing with it. Anyways, shout out to my community and my Twitch followers for helping me put together this pile of shit. If any of you want to be part of the next pile of shit that I play on this channel, you can follow me at twitch.tv/IHateCardGames. I'm going to try and stream a bit more. I'm doing some deck doctor things, I think, this weekend. So if you have a deck that you want me to check out and maybe try and fix, if you trust my opinion, tweet at me. Tweet at IHateCardGames with the deck list, and then hashtag deckdoctor, and then I'll just put it in the queue. And then you can come to the Twitch stream this weekend and hang out, and we'll talk about all of our collective piles of shit. And I'll probably play some like retro Pokemon or something if you're into that. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hate card games.